Oh, is that a plane overhead? I can hear the rumbling. Let's have a look, shall we? What's the nearest one to the location? That one or that one to that? Only civilian aircraft in the airspace above us at the moment. Wonder why that is. Yep, Lufthansa. All good. Just looking at this area here from airspace above Sandringham right over to Corby, Cambridgeshire. So a big circle around the entire area. Protected airspace, yeah? Nothing in it allowed apart from civilian airspace. Civilian airspace, yeah? So that means Sandringham, Kings Lynn, Wisbeach, Peterborough, Northampton, over near Leicester there. All protected airspace. Do you get the bigger picture now? Right. One steak at a time, I said, yeah? Oh. Let's see if I'm telling the truth or not. Oh, let's just slowly go about what needs doing. Because I've been telling the truth so far today, haven't I? Two cups per pot, yeah? Let me put that up on there before the dogs knock it over on me bed again. Oh dear. Fam's sleeping safe and sound at the moment, along with the new baby. Because I checked if the baby was alright while trying to put food on family's table. Why am I messaging them? I got asked. Well, let me just take that out of there. Because I did reply correctly. Let me just get me tea strainer out my coffee with the dregs in it. Let's go and pop that safe in the kitchen. And continue, shall we, Marnie Moo? Are you still waiting, buddy boy? Ooh. Are you still waiting, buddy boy? Well, good for you. That was a bit easier moving about. Neferpan must be working properly then. In the recycling, yeah. I might actually keep that one, safe and sound. Right. ASIS does chaos and anarchy rules, yeah? There you go. There's my good boys. There's my good girls. What we got, what we can lob in the oven. Might as well defrost it now. Get it ready for later. Ooh, bit of steak in with that as well. Let's get a bit of water boiling. Save wasting my heating allowance. I'm hot enough, I don't need the heating on. Dogs are nice and warm as well. I'm generating my own heat at the moment. Hyper. Oh, is that the time? Ah, how you doing, little Willow? How you doing? Mum's the word. Mum's the word. Come here, get that fat ass. Getcha. Getcha. Ah, you want something all, do you? Getcha. Good girls. What? You want something all, do ya? Yeah, you want something all, do ya, Hulkster? Be good. Be good. Oh, sweeties. Oh, hang on a minute. There's only 3 left. Oh. Whoa, watch them claws, girl. Watch them claws, girl. Jumping up like that. Oh, dear. I got no t-shirt on. Right, I'll tell you what we do then. Let's do this. Get your claws off me. There's a good... Oh, I don't think so. Are you going to sit? Sit down. Sit. Now, I want to show you. Come on, baby girl. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Sit. Come on then. Gently. Jump. Come. Good girl. Your claws need trimming. Oh, don't let the girl see. There you go. Good boys. You're happy. You've been fed. You've been fed too. You've been fed as well. Right. What do I need to do? Let's just get a bit of hot water in the frying pan. It's had egg and bacon cooking in it, isn't it? Where's me washing up liquid? Ooh. What am I doing? Marnie? What am I doing? Am I cooking up a storm now? Oh dear. That'll learn them, won't it? Where's my hatchet? Ching ching. Told you I got the security sorted out, didn't I? Oh. Right, that's ready to be washed up while that defrosts. You haven't hit my steak, have you, boys? You haven't hit my... You little sods, you. You little sods. Go and lay down on your bed. Come on, get on your bed. Stay there. Stay on your beds. Stay there. Oh dear. Yeah, I was waiting on a handle for that, wasn't I? Look. One that goes like that. Yeah? A handle. Right? Yeah? Ah, dear. One steak at a time, eh? Ooh. Not allowed to go hunting, eh? Oh dear. What are they telling me what to do, Marnie? What a fucking joke that lot. Ah, stay there. Let's just see if I'm telling the truth or not. I didn't say get up here, did I? Get down. Get on that bed. Go sit down. Go sit down. Go sit down. Good boy. Let's just do an unboxing, shall we? Because I've only ordered one thing off Amazon, haven't I? I did it the other night. Sorry, the other morning, didn't I? Remember? To see if the cost of living payment was in there. Right. Why would that be? Oh. So, was I telling the truth? Because I need to go hunting, don't I? How am I going to do that? Oh! So I haven't got to that point yet, have I? Because we're just sorting out the terms, aren't we? Yes? Yeah? We're sorting out the terms, aren't we? Because someone wanted things done properly. And he trusted me. So I'm repaying that trust. Helping family out. While helping myself. But family got put first. Right? So let's put that back under my desk. Safe and sound. Let's put that along with that where that should be. Let's get that out of the way. Since I told the truth. No crunching and cracking in my hip joint at the moment, so that's a good sign. Means the Nefapam are doing their job, doesn't it? Let's just shed a bit of light on this situation. Well, that's a bit dimmer in here, isn't it? Witnesses shouting at me from across the road. Are you going to sort that off your window? What is it then? Are you going to sort that out off your window? What are you talking about, Donald? What are you talking about in front of the other neighbours? They're the good neighbours. Trying to influence them. They've been watching the whole thing unfold, haven't they? Oh dear. You're trying to order me to do something, are you, Donald? You was the witness in the court case, remember? That's what he ordered you to do. Correct. By putting ideas in your head. Right, that needs to go in the black bin. Not going to waste my time with that. Same as I'm not going to waste my time cleaning that front window when it's raining. Correct. I'd be a fool to do that, wouldn't I, wasting my energy? Right, so we have one new inner tube and new tyre on the back tyre. One spare inner tube in case it's needed later. Let's just pop that in there with the backup electric pump, since I can't find the plug and lead for the new one that in the chaos is about somewhere. Oh dear, dogs. Let me just put this back up here where it was, you know, where I have to nip out and put the radio on for the dogs. I've got to fix the aerial because when I moved it out of the way to clean the top off last time, it pulled one of the wires out of the aerial, so a bit of white noise going on with it. So let's pop that back up there. Don't want anyone reading it wrong now, do we? Oh, let's put the second E-lock on that one. So I've got one lock for each handlebar now. That means like 2 brass knuckles, don't it? Yeah. But I'm not making the same mistake, am I? No. Even when people are ordering me what to fucking do. Why would that be? Right. So. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Right, so that needs to go in there. And there's a clean side on the chopping board. Right, what else needs to go with that? That needs to go on there. Right, have we got an oven dish what we can use? Let's have a look. No, there's nothing washed up, and I'm only washing what I need to use. So let's get this one. Take a bit of space off the backed up washing up that been getting no help with. Just add into it. Because I can't help myself, was what I just read. Right? I can't help myself. Oh, what did he mean by that? Assumption, right? Assumption. Because he didn't know what was going on, so he's just assuming. Oh, that son of mine. Ah, dear. So dogs are going to put food on family's table. Oh. Let me just put that down while I wash this up. Do. Oh. But they're not my dogs, are they? Oh, they're just under my care, aren't they? And anything under my care is protected, isn't it? Same as how my father used to run things, eh? Son of my father. Do, 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 do. Just washing up the oven dish. First thing I've had to eat today because I've been dealing with a Sandringham issue. Because we're agreeing terms, right? And they're doing it through their representatives, are they not? Because my doctor is Royal College of whatever it is. So the information is getting to the right place, isn't it? Oh, that's how he's doing it. Well, I did say I was doing it properly, didn't I? Got to help family and put food on the table, haven't I? Got to make sure my brothers and sisters are taken care of in that equation. It's not all about me, is it? We've all got children to feed. Oh. So don't be fucking about with our business then, with your silly COVID bullshit nonsense. Hey. Scaring people to death, putting ideas in their heads, telling them they're this, they're that. Power of suggestion is what? Oh, that's what you did. And I got held against whose will? Oh, well you better fucking give it back then, ain't ya? Before I really start fucking going to town on these bastards. Oh, weren't yours to take, was it? London. Are you going to get out of my way, little ladies? Come on then. Let's sort this out properly. There's good girls. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Whoop whoop. And they thought I was just clowning about, eh? Oh dear, silly them. Assumption is the mother of all fuck-ups, remember? Ah. So, my brother-in-law, he needs a job that reflects the importance, doesn't he? Because like I said, it ain't all about me, is it? I'm just taking care of family. Me own first. Correct? a bit of water in there to create a bit of steam. Only needs to go on 180. It's only a slow cook. That's the steak hitting the chopping board. Right, now I don't have to do nothing. Let's put no, I don't need to put the olive oil in there yet. Right, let's go and roll myself a ciggy, I think. You're right there for a minute, girls. Good, good, good. Mind your claws. That's it. Don't want them caught in the door, do we now? I just heard the door slam outside the property and the dogs ain't barking, are they? Right. So just checking the weather out the window. Audience next door. He's got his relatives round. But he already knows there's no problem with me and him, so they can do whatever they want in peace, can't they? With no problem from me, because I'm being the bigger man, like I told the probation at the end of that. So there you go. Right. Oh, did I say get on my bed? No, I didn't. Go over there. Go over there. You two. Let's get me dirty sock over there. Ow. Knee first on. Right, how are we doing here space-wise? Because I'm keeping a close eye on it. Right, that one's right over Peterborough. Let's see what it is. Edelweiss. Did I just say get up behind my back and disobey me? No, I didn't. Hulkster. So, Edelweiss. Edelweiss? Oh dear, look, they've just taken it out. Oh dear, electronic interference. Shh. Alright, because I'm not supposed to be checking what they're doing above my head, yes. Well, I didn't press refresh that page either, did I? Oh. So we better shut that one down then, haven't we, and do what we want to do. Oh, Marnie, bless ya. Do you want to get at her? Hey? Oh dear. Big brother's at work. Major incident declared as Storm CIA ran sweeps across Europe. Oh, they're sweeping. What are they sweeping then? Their mess? Cleaning up their mess, are they? Oh, so they're not then. Storm Kieran batters, total wipeout, Whitby, beach nuts. Gotta love a beach nut, haven't you? That's a bit faster, isn't it? That sounding jet above me. So I'm gonna anyway. That'll be that one, won't it? What is it? It's an easy jet. What's that big fucker just creeping up on the outside? Civilian, UAE. What's that one moving very quick? Jet 2. Good so far, isn't it? Right. Just keeping an eye on things, keeping people safe. Don't forget I shut that down once. Oh, excuse my manners and civility. I can't take the man out off the building site without keeping the mentality and the humour. Can you now? Disabled or not? Anything worth watching. Oh, I'm going to have a bit of this. Minus the adverts.
Heat your home in 90 seconds and save thousands of dollars on your heating bill this winter. This genius way to heat.
Now, how about the children of Adam and their ruh? Where does our ruh come from? We learn this from the Quran and from the Sunnah. There's only one reference indirectly in the Quran, and the Sunnah has a lot of references. As for the Quran, Surah Al-A'raf, verse 172, is the only detail that we have on this issue of where we were created, our ruh was created, and the hadith mentions, there's 3 or 4 hadith that mention this narrative. What is Surah Al-A'raf, verse 172? Allah says in the Quran, وَإِذْ أَخَذَ رَبُّكَ مِنْ بَنِي آدَمَ مِنْ ظُهُورِهِمْ ذُرِّيَّتَهُمْ. Remember, whenever Allah says وَإِذْ, it means remember, recall. وَإِذْ أَخَذَ رَبُّكَ مِنْ بَنِي آدَمَ مِنْ
Recall, eh?
Remember when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took from the children of Adam.
I've got no reason to be recalled, have I?
He took their
because that would involve another court case, wouldn't it?
وَأَشْهَدَهُمْ عَلَى أَنفُسِهِمْ. He caused
That's
them
what
to
the
be
probation
witnesses
told me.
against themselves. They took the witness stand, and they testified against themselves. Now the verse needs to be understood in light of hadith. The hadith gives us the fuller picture. What happens? The hadith tells us, and I'm going to summarize 3 or 4 hadith. These hadith are in Sahih Muslim.
So the witnessed against themselves.
There's a reference as well. We put all of these hadith together. What I'm saying is the conglomeration of a number of hadith. We learn from the hadith as follows.
Shall I do a Donald Duck voice?
Earth, and Allah Azza wa Jal accepted his repentance. We learn from our...
I did say God bless you back
that this
when I was being shouted at.
In Arafat.
All civil and polite like.
Literature. And this makes sense because Arafat is where Tawbah is accepted from the Hujjaj. So Allah
same as I said to my next door neighbour and his family.
Remember, it's not hadith. So I'm very... you will learn this about me. I'm very...
So I was telling the truth, wasn't I?
Things like this. Whenever I say something, I always try to back. Where did I get this from? And if I don't say this, always ask me, where did you get it from? We have to be very clear here. Our religion is based on the evidence
of mercy.
We don't just spout things out. And we differentiate between the Quran and between hadith and between statements of the Sahaba and between statements of earlier scholars.
And in return, I got
not
what?
All are on the same level. Where do we get this idea that Adam's tawbah was accepted at Arafat? We find it.
So my kindness was seen as weakness last time.
So we can narrate.
So this time it's a bit different, isn't it? And there's no court case.
Held this view.
Because the judiciary got corrupted last time, didn't it?
Now, one thing so, for sure from the hadith, and now we
I apologise in advance of what's happening now.
This is from the hadith, this is from the Prophet and this hadith is in
as it's all put
Allah subhanahu
right.
wa ta'ala rubbed the backbone of Adam. And from the backbone of Adam, he extracted every single soul that would be in existence until Qiyamah. Now this is very important now, because this is our origin and birth. This is where we come into existence as our souls. Where was Adam?
Isn't it funny how those terms
who created it?
change
Allah
every time they
created
try
it from
to
there. From what we have
negotiate
no idea.
a better
It's
deal for
something
them?
Where was our soul
Isn't
created?
it funny?
In this earth. It
So
was
I've had to
From
include
what?
family in it
From
now
the
and change
backbone,
things
we
even
can say
further.
from the soul of Adam. Okay?
Because it ain't all about
And this
me,
is
is
what
it?
the Quran is mentioning. وَإِذْ أَخَذَ رَبُّكَ مِنْ بَنِي آدَمَ مِنْ ظُهُورِهِمْ ذُرِّيَّتَهُمْ.
So I'm taking
From
care of
the-
the whole family at the same
From
time
the
as
backbone, from the sulb.
taking
The
care
hadith
of
uses the word
the
min
problem
aslabihim,
myself.
right? The sulb. And من بين الصلب والترائب, right? من ماء دافئ يخرج من الصلب والترائب. What is صلب? صلب is the backbone. So the hadith mentions Allah extracted from the backbone and from the soul, whatever you want to call that, every single soul that would ever be born until Qiyamah. And this happened at Arafat. So when I
Lay down, mate.
and I'm doing Hajj with my group, I always say,
Money's
we
laying
were
down for a
born
little
in
bit.
Arafat. And there's truth to this statement. We were born in Arafat. Our spiritual birth, our physical birth, where our mothers gave birth to us. But our ruh was born in Arafat. This is in the hadith. Okay? So,
Mount
Allah
Arafat,
Azza wa
eh?
Jal created our ruh from Adam directly. And this ruh, it existed without a body. There is no body, obviously. This is the beginning of our ruh. And the ruh then, the Quran tells us that أشهدهم على أنفسهم. He caused these arwah
1
to
minute.
witness against
Oh my,
themselves.
next minute.
You see, in our constitution, we have
Right,
something
don't
called
need to get distracted
fifth.
by that then, do I?
What is the fifth?
Oh dear. Let's continue.
You have the right to not testify against you. You have the right to be quiet. But on Judgment Day, and right now, there is no fifth. On Judgment Day, Allah will نختم على أفواههم وتكلمنا أيديهم وتشهد أرجلهم بما كانوا يكسبون. There is no fifth. Your body will testify. The good and the bad. We ask Allah's afiyah. And when we were created, there is no fifth. And Allah speaks directly to the souls. And what was the question? It is in the Quran. أَلَسْتُ بِرَبِّكُمْ. And this is called يَوْمِ أَلَسْت, the day of Am I not? يَوْمِ أَلَسْت. It is also called the day of the mithaq. Because
Marnie's getting ready to push the barrier out the way.
And the Prophet said, أخذ الله عز وجل الميثاق من بني Adam. The Prophet took the mithaq from the children of Adam at Arafat. So the word mithaq is used. What is mithaq? Mithaq is a covenant, a treaty. So
I don't even need to leave the house, do I?
what was the treaty? What was the covenant? What was the conditions of the treaty? Very simple. Don't you know I am your Rabb? Don't you know I am your Rabb? And again, this is so powerful because Allah didn't say, I am your Rabb. He said, don't you know I am your Rabb? Am I not your Rabb? What is the difference between saying, I am your Rabb versus saying, am I not your Rabb? The first is a teaching mechanism. The first you say to somebody who doesn't know anything. The first you say to somebody on a blank slate, you tell him, this is your God, this is your Prophet, this is your Quran. You are teaching. The second is a rhetorical question, which you do not say to teach, you say to confirm something that is already known. Right? To confirm. A rhetorical question is not used to teach. A rhetorical question is used to confirm something already known. Allah did not need to teach us that He is our Lord. Do you understand? This is a very deep point. Allah did not need to teach us who created you, who is your Lord. Allah didn't need to do that. Allah is simply affirming, am I not your Lord? And what did we all respond? The Quran says, Bala. Yes, O Allah, you are our Lord. Yes, we affirm you are our Lord. Now, at this point in time, we are souls. Question, have these souls been sent a prophet, yes or no?
Well, football's going on everywhere else
Have
by
these souls
Israel
been
at the
sent wahi?
moment.
Quran, Torah, Zabur? No.
That one's been
Have these souls
postponed
had
in
a chance
Israel.
to even you have an aql and wander in this earth and look at the ayats of Allah?
What's up, Marnie?
No. So how are the souls expected to know when there is no wahi, there is no revelation, there is no prophet, there is no ayat tadabbur? How are they expected to know? Response,
Well, you know what to do.
the fitrah that Allah created the soul with. The fitrah is something that is ingrained in us. فطرة الله التي فطر الناس عليها.
Not my job, is it,
The
Marnie?
souls were
You get on with it,
scattered
boy.
in front of Allah. How do we know this? The hadith. فَنَثَرَهُمْ بَيْنَ يَدَيْهِ.
They're
The
all
Prophet
playing
said,
football in
He
Ukraine.
scattered all
Funny
of
that.
these souls in front of him. Allah
No
scattered
English
all
football
of
on
these souls.
today.
Adam is there, all of us are behind Adam. This is happening in Arafat. How many souls? Every single one. We were there. Our forefathers were there. Our children were there. Everyone that will ever live and breathe, even one breath, was there. All of us were there. And he then took the covenant. This is the mithaq. Okay. This is the creation of our soul. This soul, it remains in a state that we don't have any idea about. We have no idea where it is. Nothing is
Well,
mentioned in
good
the
job
Quran
I know
and
where
Sunnah
my dad's
until the
soul
next
is then, don't
reference. And that next reference, hadith in Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, the hadith of Ibn Mas'ud, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala,
It's free,
basically he
happy,
coagulates the creation
where it should be.
of the fetus inside of the womb of the mother until finally a certain number of days pass. Then the angel comes with the ruh. And the angel blows the ruh.
It's not bothering me, is it?
Who blew the ruh into Adam? Allah Azza wa Jal. Who will blow the ruh into us?
That's because I know
Me and
where
you
it is.
and our children and our forefathers? The angel. Big difference. Allah gave Adam, وَلَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا. Allah gave, honored Adam in some ways. And the angel comes, the angel blows the ruh into the fetus. And that is when the fetus takes on a living status. Now, our scholars of fiqh, go into a lot of detail when this occurs, because there are repercussions that have to do with when and under what circumstances is the Islamic verdict of abortion, which is much more complicated than right now. That's a fiqhi discussion. But it all centers over when the ruh is blown in. Because that's when this entity becomes a living human being. And when that happens, then to take that life is murder. And before that happens, there's controversy. So I'm not going down there. Maybe one day we'll have a Q&A about that. That's a separate issue altogether. But the point being that this is the second stage. So there are 5 stages, by the way, of the ruh. Very quickly go over them. Number 1, the first stage, from the creation until before the fetus. We have no information about, nothing from the Quran and Sunnah. Where is it? Who is protecting it? How is it living? Zero information. Nothing. The second stage, when the ruh is blown into fetus, and it remains in the body, and this is essentially what we are right now. And we can call this the wakeful state, the state of the child or the young man or the old man when they are awake. And this is the body and the soul are together and combined in one, and the both of them are conscious. This is the wakeful state. The third is the sleeping state. And the sleeping state, the ruh leaves the body, but not permanently.
It doesn't.
The ruh leaves the body,
Does it?
but not permanently. And there is some connection that the ruh has with the body. What that connection is, we really don't know. But there is some connection. Ibn al-Qayyim mentions in his Kitab al-Ruh, and others mention this as well, that
Let's just pause the adverts. because they're just a distraction, aren't they? So the soul leaves the body when asleep, and I slept just fine last night, just like I did in October 87, while that was going on as well. Oh, that's why I said to my sister, turn the news off, don't worry about that rubbish. Here comes a Stan Boardman joke. Ending. I got the fucker. I got the fucker. So I'm just listening to the tone coming through the wall that I can hear. Sounds all happy and peaceful next door, just the same as it is in this house. My neighbour's not worried, is he? He's got his family around him that love him. I've got my fur babies around me that love me. So we're all right too. We're all living in peace, aren't we? With our families. No war going on between our family or amongst my family. Oh dear. Oprah Winfrey, eh? Tut, tut, tut. Right. Let's go and slice that steak up. Let's skip the adverts. That needs to be.
There seems to be some type of thread connection, like a minuscule invisible thread between the body and the ruh. That the ruh and the body are still somehow, now this isn't an actual thread, you cannot cut it with, it's a metaphysical thread.
Pine trees, yeah?
From the ruh world, not from the body world. And the ruh and the body are
and the
connected.
skies
And
above
why
the pine
when
trees that
happens
day.
To the body, the ruh rushes back and you just wake up. Whoa, what happened? Like it comes back immediately. You wake up with the jolt, right? So the ruh is coming back immediately. So the issue of the ruh separating from the body during sleep is something that is explicit in the Quran and in the Sunnah. This is something very clear, and it is a part of our theology to believe. What is sleep?
My father
Sleep
died with both his legs.
Of the ruh from the body. And of course, there is the famous verse in the Quran that mentions this. Allah says in the Quran,
his family doing the right thing. I was supporting his wife.
Allah takes two souls. Allah takes two souls.
My birth mother got very jealous and said, I saw that.
Number two,
oh, did ya?
And those that are not dead, but
you was watching from a distance, was ya?
Allah is explicitly saying,
reveling, like you did with Sarah. said it.
Barzakh begins when the connection breaks
Oh.
between the body and the soul. That's why our Prophet also
Oh.
said, "An-nawmu akhu
Hang on, Marnie Moo.
an-nawmu akhu al-maut."
Let's do it in the light, because we don't want anything hidden, do we?
And that is why it's very common for people to pass away in sleep. Because Allah says, فَيُمْسِكُ الَّذِي قَضَى عَلَيْهِ الْمَوْتِ. Those whom Allah has ordained will die in their sleep.
That's getting a bit squeaky, isn't it?
The others, He sends them back until their time will come.
I can smell the
That's why it's
hoisiness.
very common. One of the most common ways
Oh.
of dying is a peaceful death when you go to sleep and you just pass away, you don't wake up. This is mentioned in the Quran. So this person, his soul went to sleep, then the soul is taken away, and then death occurs. So this is the third state, right? So memorize this. This is something that we should all know. Number one, pre-birth. Number two, and this begins in the womb of the mother, and that is the relationship we have right now. Because, by the way, modern science has shown the fetus is awake and asleep. Even in the womb of your mother, there are states when you're awake and there are states when you're asleep. SubhanAllah, this is هذا خلق الله. That even that pre-born child, right? The child inside the womb of the mother is already awake and asleep. And then when the child comes out, and we are now that stage, is the same as the relationship between the body and the soul. So the second we said is the wakeful state.
When people are asked on surveys, what's the number one
Get
reason
out
for
the
failure?
way.
Do you know what they say? Because it isn't lack of money or opportunity. It's always things like self-sabotage, procrastination, getting in my own way, having limiting beliefs. But how do you get rid of that? Because we were never taught that at school. Well,
Just like that.
The third is the sleep state. And because sleeping is the brother of
Away.
death,
Go
there
away.
shall be no sleep in Jannah or in Jahannam. There is no need to sleep.
Just trying to get the angle right while I do this.
Without caffeine, can you believe? Why is there no sleep in Jannah? Because sleep is what? The taking of the body out of the soul, and that's not going to happen in Jannah. So there is no sleep in Jannah. You're never going to get tired in Jannah. That's the third state. The fourth state is what we're going to talk about in our series, and that is the barzakh.
I better do it this
And the
way.
barzakh is this time frame when the ruh and the jasad break the connection. When the ruh
Gotta
and
do
the
it
jasad
gently.
break the connection,
So
and
my thighs don't turn the
that
camera
ruh
off.
then goes into the zone called the barzakh, and then the fifth state comes, and the fifth state is when the final trumpet is blown. Not the first trumpet, the final one. Some ulama say 3 trumpets, some ulama say 4 trumpets, some ulama say 2 trumpets. We'll talk about the issue of trumpets when we get there after the barzakh. The very first lesson after the barzakh will be talking about the number of trumpets and the scholars' difference of opinion over that. But the point is, the barzakh lasts until the last trumpet, not until the first trumpet. When the first trumpet is blown, the first trumpet is for this dunya, not for the people of the barzakh. The people of the barzakh have nothing to do with that first trumpet. The second or the third or the fourth, depending on how many trumpets you affirm. Inshallah, we're going to jump the gun here. I will say the correct opinion, inshallah, from the Quran Sunnah seems to be 2 trumpets. Many ulama said 3, many ulama even, some ulama even said 4. But to the position I will advocate, and Allah knows best, will be 2 trumpets. And the barzakh lasts until the second of the 2 trumpets. Then the 5th stage begins, and that is the final stage. And what stage is that? The permanent reuniting of the ruh with the jasad in the next world. So the jasad is not the jasad of this dunya, flesh and bones. It's a different type of jasad. يَوْمَ تُبَدَّلُ الْأَرْضُ غَيْرَ الْأَرْضِ وَالسَّمَاوَاتِ. It's a different creation of Allah, not this creation, not this world that we live in. It is a different world. And when that reuniting occurs, that is going to be the permanent reuniting and the most perfect reuniting that overshadows all previous 4 stages. And that is why there is no maut, there is no sleeping, there is no tiredness, there is no negative issues once that happens and the ruh and the jasad are fully reconnected. Our series of lectures will deal with category number 4, and that is the issue of the barzakh.
What's up, little Lola? What's up? Can you smell it? Can you, little lady? Can you smell what's going on? And you're excited because the boys are excited, are you? Good girl. Just getting all the fat out my way. While I focus on doing it properly and not slicing my fingers off. While medicated. Whoa, look at all that fat, Marnie. Look at all that. Oh dear. It's only a little bit to be trimmed off, isn't it? Shall we make little slices now to go in the stir fry once we've done it? Ooh. Oh, little lady. Are you getting excited out there? You are? Hang on a second, let me just give you a little bit of meat then. You want a little morsel of swell, do you? I'll let you have the first cuttings off of it. Little bit each. Little bit each, doggies. Bit of raw meat for you. Just as a little taster of the future. Wait till I go. Stay there. Do not touch the dinner meat. You dare? I'll slice your nose off. There's good girls. Ah, back off. I've got blood all over my hands, look. Oh dear. Germs, eh? If you trust your body, you don't need to worry about it, do you now? Because your body's designed to do what by itself? What a wonderful bit of creation, don't you think? Got no idea if it's still recording. I'm proving that I'm disabled, remember? Unfit to work or serve. Good job the brother-in-law got well trained then, wasn't it? You need a man like that, don't you? What's up, little Lola? What's the matter, baby girl? Oh, what? Are you a hungry little lady, are you? You're not, are you? Did you like that little taster of the future, did you? You did? Let me continue cooking my dinner, please, because I've had nothing to eat today. Because I've been dealing with what? dealing with the future. Have you? Oh, let's lob that on the floor because I don't need that, do I, Marnie? That was just a means to an end. Ah, dear. Let's get me that thingy. Are you still trying to knock my dinner out my hands, dogs? Careful, you nearly knocked that barrier on your head. Oh, get the fuck down, bitches. Get down. Let's just rest that up there so it don't fall over. Come on, let me shut the... Let me shut that door for a minute. No Larry Grayson here. Get off. Get off. Let's work round the lighting situation. Bit of a sciatic nerve issue going on there. Is it still recording? It is. Shut the fuck up, bitches. What? Rigging in the rigging, rigging in the rigging. Stay there, do not walk through that. Let me just put the mop on it. Look at you two little pissy paws. Out. Just keep out from under my feet a second. Keep out my feet. Oh, shut up. Who's whining now? Who's whining now? Yeah, word back from family over this way in the borough. New baby doing well. There. That can go back in the cupboard. You get out my way. Not allowed to eat mushrooms, are you, dog? Out! Out! So I know what I'm doing, don't I? As you can see. few shrooms in there, a few chestnut shrooms. Get them 3 in a row. Just like little duckies. Saves ammo, don't it? What are you doing, little lady? I've just put the mop in it, in the hallway, because I'm doing what? While doing what? Going the recycling, can't it? Ah, dear. Of course my seasoning's not back in the cupboard where I put it last. My son's been up here, hasn't he? Where's my pepper gone? There it is. Arthritic knuckles. What, I didn't go to college to learn how to cook? And my mother didn't teach me, did she? No. Good old Vicky taught me how to cook. I just carried on from where she left off. Not giving a fuck. Still surviving, aren't I? Well. Right, what else do I need to do? Let's get the old washing up liquid water out that. Put some new one in there. Lob that in the sink. Keep kettling them. So I'm balancing on one leg, on my bad knee. Right, what's next, little ladies? Are you watching now, are you? Are you, little Lola? Let's have a look at this. Get that off of there for a minute. No, that can stay on there for a minute. Well, the noodle balls have, with that bit of water in the oven dish, have all nicely melted down into the liquid. So the noodles are all doing well. Let's just move out the way so you can see. Because it's Iceland food in a bag, needs a bit of extra sauce in it, don't it? From Lidl. God, that's thick old sauce. Right. Let's see what that tastes like. That tastes like the stuff that goes on duck. That's half a bottle of that in there. Give it a quick stir. We got a spoon for that. Yep, there's one left in there. What haven't you had today, girls? What haven't you had today? Hey? What haven't you had today for your hip joints? Yeah, because it's lacking in your diet, isn't it? What do we need to have today, little ladies? And boys? Cod liver oil. Omega 369. There you go. There's 2 for you, little lady. Let's put them in your dinner bowls. There's 2 in yours. Two in Marnie's. Stay there, Hulkster. 2 for you, Hulkster. Ah, get off, Marnie. Hulkster, come here. That's it. Good boys. Marnie, get out of his bowl. Right. Yeah, not much oil in that. That can all go in there as well. It's only olive oil, isn't it? Oh, you're lapping that up now, aren't you? Give it a quick stir. Mix it all together. Oh, I don't know, they keep chopping and changing things at the moment. Quick taste test. Where's a bit of steak? Tastes fine to me, mind your ear roll, you'll burn it. whack it on 200. Out. Out. Move. So you're slimmed down now, aren't you? All of you. Kettle's boiled, isn't it? What do I need for that? Need a nice bowl, don't I? Here's one I washed up the other day. Let's leave that on there. Get it nice and hot. From the oven that's warming it up. Oh, it's still recording. Oh, that's me last night's dinner. Let's throw that on the bonfire pile that's still building up. Let's have a look in the oven. Yakety-ta, yakety-ta. Go and see if there's anything funny to watch. Since I'm doing it right. Yakety-ta, yakety-ta. Blood dots all over the floor that are clear now. What are they telling me? Pissy paws. Move. Move. Pissy paws. Go and lay down. Good job. Shut up. Shut the frig up. That's enough. That's enough. Let me just hook that up there for a minute so it's out of my way. Nothing else on the floor, is that? Nope. When the dogs are out of the way, later, I'll bleach the floor. Wait, what's your pissy paws? Get up that end of the hallway until it dries. Saves walking it in your bed, doesn't it, little ladies? Best get the torch, hadn't I? I'll be able to hear if the dog's knocked the barrier over, won't I? Let's just move that against the bike so I can hear. Oh, thank you for wiping your dribbly mouth all across my trouser legs. Good job I ain't changed my clothes for that exact reason. Move. On your bed. On your bed. Sit down. Torch needs a charger, so I might as well do that now, haven't I? Let's have a look. Home phone's in here as well, so I can hear it. 27 minutes worth of video. Right. Wonder why they're letting me record this so long. That's the torch shine, charging up. Let's see who's on here. Anything funny? Let's see if the Katie's Arms is open. Just for the comedy. I think I watched that one, didn't I? 6 days ago. Yep. So nothing new there then.